Today we're going to talk about one of my personal pens, and this is one that I really like and that I find myself using a lot. And the strange thing is, it has an extra fine nib, which I typically hate, but it's an extra fine elastic nib, so it's a little different, isn't it? Now, here we have this pen. This is a Leonardo Momento Zero Grande, but it was exclusive to Limited Pens Korea. It was called the Navagio, with a material made by Turned Penco, and the material is something. This is a very, very attractive material with something that looks like silver sparkles in it. It's very attractive to me. The Momento Zero Grande is a model I like a lot. Also, this one has the new section, which I personally like better than the original sort of tapered section. I really like it. It's very comfortable to me to hold. The size of the Momento Zero Grande, for me, is great. I really like it. Then it has that elastic nib with an ebonite feed, nice and wet. And even though it's an extra fine nib, I really like it. With an elastic nib, extra fine is really nice, because you can go from a very, very fine line to something much broader. You see the difference much more than if it would be, say, a broad elastic nib, which already starts off as quite a wide line. I'm not a flex writer. I don't like flexible nibs typically, but this one is very well done. It doesn't run dry, it doesn't railroad very quickly, so you can really write and add a bit of expressive character to your handwriting as you use it, and that I love. Now, besides that, I just love this material. It's weird because if you were to say, okay, here, look at this material. If you would have said, okay, you can buy any of these three Leonardos, this is probably not the material I would have selected myself. I'm not a huge fan of this sort of turquoise color, but then I used it, I saw it in real life, and I fell in love with it. It's strange sometimes how those things work, I find. But I love it. I love the way the material works, and to me, it feels a lot like flying over a mountain range, where you have these snowy patches, and you have sort of green in the mountain, dark black. That may just be completely idiosyncratic, but that's what it reminds me of, and I love that. I really love that. And besides that, the nib is great. So this is a pen that was sent to me for review. I did not purchase, but I chose to keep. I chose to keep this in my personal collection just because I love it so much. It has so many wonderful features. Also, with these Leonardos, what's really nice is that you can purchase the little wrench, and then you can disassemble the piston, you can grease it, you can do all these things. Easier for cleaning, just lovely. I really like that. So there are a lot of things to me that have come together well in this particular pen. That's why I enjoy using it. That's why I decided to keep it. Now, I can talk about it all day long, but at the end of the day, I think what really matters is seeing how it writes. So that's what we're going to do next. Lovely pen, beautiful material, great writer. You need to see it in action. Let's do that next. Okay, sorry for the shadows, using an overhead light, but this gave the best white balance I found. And yes, I know I can adjust it, but anyway. Leonardo Momento Zero Grande from Limited Pens Korea. The Navagio model. This is just such a fun pen. Yep, you can hear all that feedback. Limited Pens Korea. I'm just going to put in Navagio if you don't mind. This is the EF elastic nib. The ink is just very simple, Waterman Florida blue. I really would never have picked a regular extra fine nib. It's not for me. This very fine line is not for me. The feedback is not for me. But then you can do this sort of stuff and everything comes to life. The amount of line variation offered here is really quite impressive. Let me zoom in because I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so without pressure to pressure, that's about as far as I would push that, and then this is no pressure again. So in other words, I'm not being soft on that. That is a lot of line variation, and I absolutely love it. And that's the reason I think one of the reasons I should say I love this pen so much. It's just, that's at the end in illegible script. It's just so much fun. It's the beautiful material which has a nice amount of depth to it. Those silver sparkles are super cool. Comfortable with that new fashion section. You can disassemble it. Everything is cool. Ebonite feed, gold nib with that elasticity to it. It's just a fantastic pen. Only thing missing is an ink window for me. But having said that, I just love it. That's why it's in my personal collection. I hope you enjoyed this little insight into that, and that's all there is to it. See you next time. Bye.